the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. On the Tigers sideline, and is their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And we're off on EA Sports. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Back to 60.
Throwing now, off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And it looks like the offense recovered. Whew, they did. Close stuff there. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. I'll take care of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's good for Sacramento.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's tackled for no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Throwing out to the left. Cut! And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40.
10 at the 40-yard line.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
All in left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives him the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 60 bucks.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Say that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Setting up to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Schmidt's lining this one up. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Schmidt connects, and they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that till the drive's ahead.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. They're led out by a former 4th rounder out of Purdue, Aiden O'Connell.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
O'Connell comes out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Let's go.
On first down, O'Connell. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
From the gun, O'Connell. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Hawk 70. Ready?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that means first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles. Check up.
Running this with Kelly. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
To number 87.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And they're going to have a first down now.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This is Kelly. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Kelly here for Kelly. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Just 3-0 is our score. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle, and his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And nothing was going to help him escape that, and he gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
O'Connell here from the gun. This one's caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On 3rd down, here's O'Connell. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Dragons finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fields this one at the 3. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they're really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. The give now to Matt. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back now, pressure coming. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. There he goes, 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll throw here on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
Hold the ready.
12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack.
Ready. 70, steady.
Here's the backup. First throw. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower. football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
Here we go.
They go play action on first down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Tigers.
Now here he goes on the boot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down.
Ready.
Quick throw is caught. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Sacramento.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run with great tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You know, some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Shotgun now on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Andre Schmitz lining this one up. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Schmidt connects, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dragons, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go now.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's O'Connell to the air. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Third and long for him here. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's fourth down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Fair catch called for. and taken just beyond midfield. Another drive coming up for this offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 19-18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, play action. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
Got it, ready?
2nd and 3 now.
Go! Pass the 60, pass the 60. Ready, right?
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Caught near the goal line. And he is in, touchdown. The Tigers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys push their lead to 6.
13, Dragon 7.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense getting set to work here. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense to the line. Here we go. To throw, here's O'Connell. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Big up play action. It's O'Connell. This finds Franklin. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing is O'Connell. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play action, O'Connell. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
O'Connell here from the gun. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons tie it just before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead.
Dragons 14, Tigers 13.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. And with field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance.
Okay,
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Viking 18. Ready.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. He does it. Touchdown. The Tigers take the lead just before halftime.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys push their lead to 6.
20, Dragons 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Line up the design keeper. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Here comes Williams on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Throwing now on first down, O'Connell. In trouble now and the ball is out. Ooh, and they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is second and long. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
O'Connell facing a third and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Nearly got that football in plus territory with the pick, Brock, but the drop does give the offense an opportunity to now punt this away.
Yeah, either way, you should be getting the ball as a result of that play. It's just, well, now it's going to be a little bit tougher. He's got to string a longer drive together, nearly an opportunity to set the offense up for success.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Their offense running back out now. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
They'll throw to begin this drive. It is cut left side. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Ready? Go! 60 by 6.
From the red zone now. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Tigers push their lead further to start the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Offense staying out, looking for 2 more.
All
right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. Their offense ready to take the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. On first down, O'Connell. Pass taken in by Kelly. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that gives him a first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a pocket. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
From the gun, O'Connell. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
4th down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Let's go now! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
On 4th down, O'Connell throwing the out route complete. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Viking 18! Ready!
Blown back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here we go! Here we go!
The 11-yard line.
Gravity lying!
Back to the well again. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Crack roll 80!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The offense getting set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready! 19, Tiger, 19! Ready, go!
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. He gets loose down the right side. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dragons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
28. Dragons 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First down.
This offense making its way back out now. They've certainly... no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. This is Matt. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Let's go now. 60 vices, 60 vices.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet to the center. They connect on the deep shot. And they're finally able to take him down, but the damage done on that play.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Cougar 19.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It'll still be just a one-score game when we resume play. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
70 Timberwolf.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
They go with Mack here. Has room into the secondary. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Tigers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And his guys double their lead to 14.
35. Dragons 21.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's O'Connell. This is complete to Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Ready.
First and 10 now from the 46. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. Finds him on the slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 32.
32-yard line.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Another throw for O'Connell. Looking slant route complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Just a yard left to go on second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Kelly on the carry. It's inside the 10. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone on first. Touchdown. The Dragons now within 1 score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Dragons 28.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes their offense out again. And after after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Escapes out to the left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That's not going to help in that decision at all.
Looking to throw. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lateral goes haywire. It's out. And the defense has got it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Tigers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 check. Bobcat.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
He's back to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Schmidt connects, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done, and when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Shoves him off. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing now on 1st down. O'Connell. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30-yard
Off the play action, O'Connell. Vacates quickly left side. He just throws this one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
O'Connell now to throw on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that puts this offense in a very tough situation now on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Dragons down by 10. Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on fourth down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Matt. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles.
They'll run. This is Matt. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They give it to him again. And he will have the 1st down there. And they can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for them. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Quarterback run here.